Hello, welcome to another Gundam Operation 2 video, and this is a match with the Gouf Heavy Arms, and I got another buffed or scuffed here for you. Now the first one we did was on the Gouf cannon, which was buffed in the last unit adjustment, which I think was, September, and this time we're looking at a suit for the October unit adjustments here. And this would be the Gouf Heavy Arms. Now, the reason I picked the Gouf Heavy Arms is because, well, recently, and I say recently, it's been a few weeks, quite a few weeks actually, I had a video on the Gouf Heavy Arms about, was it worth the tickets when it came out? And it was more just, it was a very okay average suit, right? It wasn't going to impress anybody. It had some uses, but, yeah, it's not what people would say would good, right? Now, they actually did buff this, and we are having a match with it in a simple battle match. I'm actually using the giant bazooka. You can actually switch this out with the Vulcan handguns, which is a pretty decent weapon, right? But I wanted to use the bazooka for one reason, and that's because they buffed this thing a lot, and one of the buffs they did involves the finger shotguns being a lot more consistent. You'll probably notice throughout this match that the finger guns, they have a 1-second cooldown. But yeah, we'll get into that. And just like we did with the Gouf cannon, we're going to look at what they did buff about this suit. Now, we're looking at the Gouf Heavy Arms. For the first few things they mentioned, that the melee resistance boost is increased from 6 to 15, so your melee resistance is now 15. Your speed, for your regular movement speed while walking, went from 105 to 110. Your thrusters actually increased by 5, so it's instead of 50, now it's 55. I'm assuming that's turning speed when they say maneuver, is increased from 51 to 54, and your melee priority actually increased to 2 instead of 1. Now, one of the things I mentioned about the Gouf Heavy Arms was that it often felt like it felt like they made a support, but they didn't want it to be a support for some reason. Probably because supports don't get, like, consistent shotguns. I say that, but, we have suits like the Zeus, but, at low cost, I'm assuming. But, yeah, I mean, it's not even like this thing even had a consistent shotgun in the first place, right? But, yeah, it's just really weird how they made it. And so they made this way more along the lines of a general rather than a support, right? So now we have something that feels more like a general. And also, it's really funny to clash with a Sazabi and a Unicorn just doing a shoulder tackle, so there's that. So yeah, definitely the two things that stand out to me the most out of these selections, of the first selections here, is that the melee resistance is now 15, and you have the attack priority of 2, which is really great for when you're in close combat with somebody. Now, the next thing they buffed here is the melee weapon here, which is, the blow, the fists. For this, they say they increased the boost for left, right, and down melee attacks. Now, I don't know exactly what that means. This could entail either it having a bigger hitbox or it coming out faster. I want to say it makes it faster, assuming, because sometimes the translations in the GBO2 English are not that good, and they replace a certain word with a different word. Like mobile suit will be aircraft, often. So I'm assuming boost means the speed, and it does feel like the downswing does act a little bit faster, or it comes out faster, so I'm assuming that's the speed of it, which is fine. That means you can come out, you can go into your melee a lot quicker, which is good, because a shoulder tackle, if you hit a good chunk on somebody, I think it might have been this match, yeah, an easy 3,000 damage, so, so that's pretty nice. So yeah, I'm fine with that. And finally, one of the biggest things about this is the sub-weapon, the 5-barrel finger Vulcan ×2 discharge, the shotgun fingies, as I like to call them. Yeah, the cooldown between shots was reduced from, it was 7 seconds to 1 second, which is a huge leap. Yeah. To go along with this, the reload time went from 15 seconds to 12 seconds. And they also reduced the recoil when shooting, so now it's a bit easier to hit. I guess to go along with it having a 1-second cooldown time. This is really fucking good. First of all, if you were fine getting stuns with the shotgun fingers in the first place, this just makes the suit almost broken to some people. You can do very, very consistent shock stuns if you're really good at using the shotgun fingers. And it can be really scary when you're a suit like the gym guard heavy, the gym guard. Let's call it the gym guard for now. Like on the enemy team, there's a gym guard, or you're something like an E3DS where you don't have a dodge roll, or maybe even a big, kind of a bigger suit like the Dom that can be easy to hit. Unfortunately, you still have to stand still to use them, which I think I think it's fine that he has to stand still to use them. Imagine if you could move and just be easier to align your shots and get stunned like crazy. This is a huge buff for this suit. Yeah, this thing can absolutely dick down somebody really easily. And the thing is, the leg breaking is pretty high on this suit. I don't know if you noticed throughout this match, there's been a few leg breaks going on. That's because I'm pretty sure you guys seen my video on how to make crispy fried Gouf legs. Yeah, if you have somebody that's downed on the ground, if you do a downswing and they're on the ground, you can throw in 2 full shotgun blasts to the legs. In the full shots, they do some decent damage, like over 1,500, depending on the resistances of the suit. If they're raid, like 2,000. Yeah, all that blasting into somebody, yeah, that's a lot of damage buildup. Great combo ability. Yeah, that's a really good buff. And if you miss the first shot, more than likely you're gonna get a stun with the second shot. Now it's not as helpful. Actually, by the way, mission completed. We'll go through this real fast. We had a Gouf team, by the way. And hey, top individual, top damage, and top diversion. It's 84k. Damn. And first place with 37,000 pursuit assist as well, and 6 and 2. But yeah, back to what I was saying. The Gouf mains rise up, but it really helps with the combo ability, and since you can rapid fire it, there's moments where if you don't get a stun initially, if the enemy team fumbles them shooting you, you can get stunned right there. And if you have, you already have the Sturmfaust as a weapon, so that's one stun. If you have the giant bazooka, there's your other stun. And if you can squarely hit all of your shotgun blasts, that is 7 more stuns added to your repertoire. Repertoire? What the fuck? Your kit. There we go. Let's say kit, so I don't fumble up that even worse. But yeah. So obviously, I think if we're gonna ask the question, buffed or scuffed, yeah, the Gouf Heavy Arms is most definitely buffed. Like it would be the definition of buffed. Like, it is crazy. So yeah, I've been playing this suit like crazy as well. I think it's a really good suit now. I think there's still some situations where it can be a little bit hard. As I mentioned, you have to stand still to fire the shotgun fingers. So there's moments where if somebody is, especially if they're in a smaller suit or like a gym suit, or I should say Federation at that point, if they're moving, back and forth rapidly, it can be a little bit hard to hit them to get a stun, right? So yeah, this thing it can make for a wonderful supporting general. You get a stun very easily. If you're a raid main, you better watch out. Like, this thing is actually pretty fucking scary. And it does have, I think for my build for this match, and I think other ones, is I already put melee on it in the first place, and now I have like almost 30 melee resistance, or maybe, actually I think it might be 29. And so you can last a while when somebody stuns you and they try to melee you. And the thing is, you have maneuver armor still, so you can avoid a stun by a bazooka. Like, if you're playing against a suit that just has like a bazooka and a melee weapon as their backup stuff, right? Like, so they can shoot you with a bazooka, you're going to get close. Oh, hey, I maneuver armored that, now I'm going to stun you. Oh, you moved away, I'm going to stun you. Oh, you moved away, I'm going to stun you. like, you see where this is going, right? So, it'll be interesting to see how the Gouf Heavy Arms is in the coming weeks, because, yeah, like, it looks like a very, very scary suit to fight, if it's with a teammate. Now, again, there's some situations where, like, again, it doesn't have a dodge roll, so if you actually do manage to stun it, it'll be easy to lock down. And the fingers, again, you have to learn how to use the shotgun fingers. to hit dead on with it. That's what I had to do to make it consistent. In this match, I was just kind of throwing them out willy-nilly because I noticed, oh, hey, I can rapid fire it. You know, all these really stupid noises shooting out the fucking Vulcan guns. But yeah, it's a very good buff. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe if you want, I'd really appreciate it. And, you know, type up in the comment section how you feel about the Gouf Heavy Arms. And if you played the buffed Gouf Heavy Arms, do you like it? Do you hate it? Yeah, for me, I absolutely love this thing. It almost feels kind of gross to use at times. There's been moments where I've bullied Kshatriya players at 700 with this suit in mix-up mode. Because Kshatriyas are very easy to hit when you have a shotgun. And I've literally just kept one from just not moving the entire match. That was very fun. Or, you know, when I'm fighting a raid at 300 or 350 that doesn't have a dodge roll. Poor fucking Zagok. Man. So, yeah, this is definitely a buffed. I almost want to say... Some part of me is almost wanting to say overpowered. But again, we'll have to wait and see the coming weeks how exactly the Gouf will work. Because yeah, if you're really good at hitting those shotgun fingers, you will absolutely love this suit. It's really pretty good. Really pretty good. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, that'll be it, and I will see you guys later. And if you guys have an idea for maybe another buffed or scuffed, let me know. I was planning to make one on the Gabaldi Alpha High Mobility type, but again, this one took precedent because I already had a video on this recently, and I wanted to do this one again. So, yeah. See you guys later. Bye.